Look, I'm telling you guys, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It does not get any more clearer than that. And with this plan that Richie Davis is trying to formulate to fight back against these service cuts that's supposed to be happening in the subways, it shows that they really don't have a plan. And their first line of action, believe it or not, is a petition. A petition. We talking about service cuts. And Richie Davis, the president of Local 100, is talking about a petition, right? Um, I don't care if 500,000 people sign this petition. It means nothing to the MTA. It doesn't stop anything. It does absolutely nothing. And it makes me think, are they for real? I mean, their playbook is archaic, it's idiotic, and it's weak. I mean, could you imagine the MTA come back with some contract demands and Richie Davis is saying, well, we're going to go start this petition. And this is unbelievable. I'm telling you guys that we are in some serious trouble right now. And this is just a symptom letting you know that Richie Davis don't have nobody real around him. He don't have no real thinkers around him. He don't have nobody telling him, that's a good idea, that's a bad idea. They just yes men around him. And if Richie Davis want to be successful, he has to get away from that. We seen it with John Samuelson. What did that get transit workers? Absolutely nothing. We fell further behind the 8 ball. We got tier 6. Discipline went up. We still don't get no respect in the city. When Utano got in office, the same exact thing, even worse. More yes men, less tangible gains for transit workers. And Richie Davis is following that same playbook over and over again. Now, he released a statement in the Daily News, explaining the service cuts. And you could tell that Richie Davis didn't write this. Somebody wrote this for him because he could not articulate this same message at the MTA board meeting, right? And it's pretty alarming for a president to not know the issues offhand. You see, I do this show. I do not read from a script, right? I may have bullet points, but I do not read from a script of what I got to say because everything that I want to say is already embedded in me, right? When you got to look down at a paper and not deliver the message properly, and then you have yes men around you like Donald Yates saying that, he got to learn. What do you have to learn at that point? No, as a president of a union, you should already have those skills. That's just like someone going to the NBA and being drafted as a point guard, and the coach is saying, well, he needs to learn how to dribble. No, learning how to talk, learning how to articulate, learning how to convey messages is the dribbling of a union president. And Richie Davis do not have those skills. That is alarming. And he don't have anyone around him showing him how to hone those skills because he has yes men around him, right? Now, what's alarming, what I found out about, or what I found alarming about this message, let me pull up what the Daily News actually said. So Richie Davis is trying to play this game, right? Let me get the message. Let me bring up the message for myself. He says nurses, grocery store staff, warehouse employees, social workers, cooks, the men and women who mop the hospital floors, take care of the elderly, fill prescriptions, prepare meals, stock shelves. Working class, frontline, essential workers, many of whom are immigrants and people of color. Now, he's using this language to try to gaslight the public and try to shame the MTA and, try to throw people of color in there. The MTA do not respect people of color as their employees. They simply don't. We see how they treat the women workforce here, who's mostly Black and Hispanic, right? We see how when it comes to New York City Transit, compared to Long Island Railroad and Metro North, we have the most harshest discipline. We have the most harshest work rules, and we make considerably less than those other agencies. So to try to use, people of color, in fact, nobody's a void of color. White people is a color. White is color, right? Nobody's void of color, right? Say what it is. But you saying it to a company that do not care about the people who you want them to care about. And you are a Black man saying this, right? So it's nonsense. But what we have to understand here is that when you don't plan properly, when you don't have a real game plan, when you are afraid to fight, we're going to continue to get the results of what we see now. And I personally think that there's people around Richie Davis who want to see him fail, who don't want to see him succeed. They want to make it seem like the Black guy do not know what he's doing. And with Richie Davis is being a willing participant of it because he's not doing the homework, he's not doing the research, and he's keeping the same lame players around him. But once again, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But we are, the members, are going to be the ones who's going to pay the consequences. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We are in some serious trouble, people. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.